I've been saying I'm going to make a tag, so I thought, well, let's just follow straight on using these papers that I've just produced along with my other deli papers and show how I'm going to use them. Right, so I have got, this is from a stencil that I bought, a Tim Holtz stencil, so I'm going to use this to make a large tag with. I've got some paper here which is coffee dyed, and I'm going to pop that on one side. A bit of glue, dry glue. I will probably stitch this round as well afterwards, but you don't need to stitch. It's just that I do like to stitch. So I'm going to stick that down on there and cut out. I'll leave links below on the deli papers. I'm still struggling with embossing powder. It's everywhere. I've got to do it down here now and not in my new room. The new room. So there we are. There's the back of the tag, the back to write on, and I'm going to use embossing powder. I've swept it all up once and it just keeps coming back again. Right, I'm going to use one of these that I did, the deli paper that I did. I like how the writing shows through there. And I am going to glue this. I'm going to use some Mod Podge. And I'm going to glue this onto here. So if you remember when I tore off the masking tape, because I'd only just like heat dried the embossing powders, it actually tore some of the paper, but that does not bother me in the slightest at all. And I love how it's gone, actually see through there. My bone folders are upstairs. I'll just use this. Good old vintage ruler, hey? Who needs bone folders? We didn't have bone folders back in the day, did we? And trim that around. Cut that round. There we go. Got any chinos. The embossing powders. Right, I'm going to cut the shape at the top for a tag shape. So what I do is I just cut where I want it to be, and I take that little piece, turn it over, match it, and cut again. There we go. Right, I am going to do a little bit of, because this is going in my altered book, I wanted to do a little bit of decoupage on here so that I can make it match the altered book page. So I use these, I did use these napkins. that's the bit I want. Let's just go over the top of that. Get the bit I want. I'm going to post these two videos together. The one decorating that deli paper and the one using the deli paper to make the tag. Right, so I'm carefully going to go around the edge because I do like a raggedy look. Let me just pull that off. Nobody's left me a Mod Podge recipe yet. I'm running out. There we go. That is on there. That is pretty. You can just leave that to dry and then just sand it off, but I'm just rushing a little bit. I think my husband wants his bacon and egg. That looks pretty on there. Sunday bacon and egg. Crocodile has now gone upstairs, so I'm going to have to use this hole punch and work out where it is. Let's have a look. Sorry about my head. No, that isn't in the centre. Blooming heck. Let's just cut that off. See, it's still fine. Alright. I don't know what I have got. Just let me get my other single punch down here. Be gone with you. Right, I've got one of these little, this is one of the originals I got before the crocodile. So, there it is. There's my little hole, which I'll put some ribbon in after. Right, that is almost dried now. She says as she like tears off a piece. 30-second heat gun job needed. I've got these stamps in India, these wooden stamps. I'm going to use some of these on here, but I'm going to see if I can do it. I've obviously have done before with the gold gilding. My Cosmic Shimmer Gilding shimmers. Let's have a look. I'll put that on there. Put that on there. A bit more. Pray. And press that on. This is like, what, friend, to take it off now. Just lifted some of that napkin, but what it is there. Can you see? Can you see it? Very faintly. I'm going to do it again. Some of these things the cameras just do not pick up, particularly when you're just using your phone. When I get more and more experienced, I will be doing this very differently once I'm set up properly in my new room as well. There we go. You can just see it. You can see it very, very faintly. It really does. Oh, there you can see a better view of them when I sort of hold them. Well, I can when I hold them sideways. The full pattern is on there. Right, in fact, let's just go around the edge with the gilding polish. Can you see now what an effectual backdrop that altered deli paper is making? For the tag. Let's do it on the back as well. Whoop. I never learn, do I? I always have to really go for it with my paints. I used to say at school, Sharon Crompton, too much paint on there. And I think, well, it's my art. If I want to put a lot of paint on, then I will do. Right, that's that side. And I will now, I want to make a corner. So I didn't know whether to use green or to use orange. What do you think? Which one do you think? Orange? Green. I'm going to use the orange. So I will glue it on where I want it to go and then just snip it round. Glue that on there. I'm going to lay that there where I want it to go. This is handmade paper. I'm going to cut it off. And please don't throw the bits and bobs away. There's some pockets. And then I'm going to use, this is the one that I used in my book, the that I used to line the envelopes in the altered book. So I'm going to put a piece of that across there. Let's put some gold. Let's just edge this bit in the gold here. And then let's get my glue here. And put this, see which bit I want. This is the bit I wanted with that circle. Put that there. So just save all your pieces. I think these deli papers look far more effective when they are sort of cut up to use. That's there. Right. Now I'm going to, after I will stitch around, I think I will stitch around the edge. Do you know, a little bit of gold makes all the difference in the world. Oh, with this too. I'm going to spray on. This is a Distress Cracked Pistachio. Tim Holtz Cracked Pistachio on there. There we go. Let me just give that a quick blast. There it is. And then I have brought down a few bits and bobs. This is some off some old packaging. It's vintage sellotape. So I'm going to just put a piece of that on. Like this, I got this. I'd ordered some like old stamps or something, and they came in this old packaging with this tape on, and I'm saving the tape, and my husband's like, what are you saving that for? I mean, what sort of question is that? What are you saving that for? Obs. That's on there, a bit of old packing tape. So what I'm going to put in the pocket, I got these, I bought them very cheaply, lots of foreign notes, and I like the pictures of these because I thought they will go lovely for my enchanted forest. So I've got one. As another with sort of a house that I thought, oh, that could be a fairy house. So put that one in that way up. Two. And a little note. Who has little notes like this? How cute though. Indonesia. So I thought we'll put a little note in. That looks nice. And do you know what I have? I was just thinking, have I got my Perignon silks down here? And and then I've got this tag that I just altered. Not altered. It's a manila tag that I've tea stained. So I'm going to put that in there. Now I should have, and I have here, a little jar that I keep little bits of the string and these. Doop, those. I'm going to pop those around here. I'm just going to put that behind there because I think those are too pretty not to have on show. One. Do you know, I don't think I will stitch around it. I'm not sure. I quite like it as it is. Stick one of those on there. I do like my hole there to be the same size on there, but because my crocodile is upstairs, I'm just going to have a smaller hole there. It does look pretty that without stitching round. So this is my silk that I bought for a different project, but actually it will go perfect there. And this is from Perignons, who I just love. I mean, look at all the different colours in there, earthy colours. Perignons on Etsy. Let's find the beginning or the end, which I cannot find. There's a tie around. There it is. Let's get some of that. Let's get a couple of pieces actually. Let's cut that. Right, this is a difficult bit, getting it through the tiny hole. I want to put two pieces through to give me a bit more of a fluffier tag. I'll get the two together, get my little skewer, have a little, I've got skewers, I've got cocktail sticks, but cocktail sticks, you guessed it, are upstairs. I'm going to push that through there and pull That's one bit gone through. Let's do the other bit. I've got the Lord is my shepherd running through my head this morning. Alright, so pull them like that. I'm going to tie them like that and like that. Double knot it. Then I'm going to just put that there. And there we have, using our deli papers, just another way to do a background and how to use the various backgrounds to make what I think is rather a nice tag. And this tag, that tag, I'm going to put in here. So there's the deli paper that one. Itchy nose, and I'm going to put, I'm actually going, because it opens on the right, I'm going to put that in there. That looks nice, and this one I'm going to put on this side. And those are my two pockets filled. So I hope you like those videos. You've enjoyed crafting with me. It's a learning curve, definitely a learning curve. But I think we're producing some good work, definitely. Okay then, so maybe do some more in here tomorrow. So thank you for watching. I'm Sharon, this is Be Divine Vintage. Please click on the subscribe button. Soon, hopefully, within this next couple of days, I'll be working upstairs from my new improved craft room, and everything should be to hand. So thank you for bearing with me, putting up with me when I've not got my bits and pieces around. Thank you so much. Bye bye.